Hey, Adwoa don't rena make us say why you meja. Omo ye ko pass na ye ntie no. Ono de oba onso ne bu na wa chire nsem nsem awa we mo wa chiasie into other form besemi yanko. What I mean is, beloved, Adwoa Mensa is here. Let us go and listen to her. All you have to do is to give her your listening ears. She's going to bisect, trisect, dissect, and even intersect the words of this life to you. I am going to listen to other Mensa. Media Miko, Miko cry, Miko Tiano, share, when Tina, why yo, the counselor back up, no size, oh yeah, kick,
Ankasa. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, due to the time differences. I hope everyone and their families are doing well by the grace. Okay, brothers, Ekamweni, Mima Akwaba. It's saying, welcome. To say, yeah, you to me, You need baby program after shit. Okay, let me find myself. There I am. After the mess. Oh, sorry. All right. So today's discussion boss about the marvelous, knowledgeable, strong, beautiful boss lady. One boss apomu etiseng. I hope say yes so adum ne shira ohun ye and me dukuno mi hu na ni so e asamo and so be try me send you both different styles why someone need to teach me to like how to wrap my scarf, and by the way. Oh, yes, what I'm doing in sure. Many for bossy, obi, obi, I also want to say, oh, Mate boss, Mate, that's it. Boss says it's okay, says, iPhone, who use so I would text, now one proofread, yeah. Na changing words need because a phone or patches or no credit answer. This iPhone, it tries to tell us that it knows better than we do. And I say, but let me see. I know, boss, don't worry about it. I know that's what you meant. Let me see. Where is this? Oh gosh, where did I put it? There we go. Okay. So we just let's talk about social matters or social issues, whichever way, like I changed it to matters because I didn't want issue appearing twice in a sentence. Um, but we just going to talk about different aspect of things, and being that I'm a female, of course I'm going to start with certain things regarding women, right? Because there are some things that when you go on social media, you observe, you see people talk about certain things, or like raise some concerning, or like disregard some issues that needs to be addressed, right? But sometimes you have some people, they always like, if you have like when you have a program with groups or with group discussion, and if you have people who comes from the same upbringing, right? If they grew up in the street, it's going to feel like it's one-sided. If you have people who are mostly like, who are church leaders, you may have like um, a little bit different aspect, but it will be on different small things that they might disagree on, not a really huge thing that will bring like a great debate or productive dialogue, whereas we have better understanding. But the one thing that I want to start doing, which some of my sisters also have started doing that also, and it's really important, right? When we bring concerns, or like issues or problems that is happening on social media within relationships, marriages, our workplace, society, community, and we discuss it, it's important for us to like, also come out with solutions, right? So if we try to come out with solutions, because it's okay, it's fun to just talk about problem after problem, but if there's no solutions, how can people be able to like work on themselves? So, as I said, let me share this first. Let me just share it first. Uh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me share it. Once I share it, then we start the discussion. So this, anyone can ask questions and also bring things, something that is like pressing on you, and then we can also discuss that. I don't have a problem with that. Trust me, we can talk about anything. Okay, so let me just share it to some of the groups, my favorite groups. Okay, let me see. Brother, brother Drew got my love. All the love to you, okay? Brother Bafo Echampon, also all the love to you. Brother DJ Amofa, you as well. And baby brother Nana, yeah, much love. Brother Big Love. All the love to you guys, Thank you guys. Um, appreciate you, each and every one of you. Okay, and then Ghanaians in Germany. Much love to you guys also. Let me see who else. Progressive Vanguard. This is, much love, and Ghanaians in Texas. Uh, much love to you guys. Condolences to all the victims and the families of the Texas massacre. Um, you know, it's really concerning. Hey, Sister Elizabeth Obapa. When you be, yeah, my kwaba, and then they were landing temper. And yanum na ya landing, no. So when we coming to learn, watching you live, just sitting in my car waiting for my son's mother. Okay. Says, make sure say you driving safely, right? Look on the road. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. So, I want us to talk about social matters, right? And the first thing that I want to like discuss, maybe I should like, write it up. Just I ask for that to write tends to do that. Will be, let me just make it okay. Why is this not giving? Okay. Let's talk about the first one, which is uh, gender. Gender, the first one. Huh. Okay, let me do it this way. Uh, Let me save this and write a different one because I want to make sure which one. Let me create a new one. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, so gender justice. Okay. Uh, okay, let me put this one out. Mhm. Gender justice. I'm telling you guys. Oh, okay. Hey, almost 1 a.m. pa. I feel like you have to say about 7 p.m. Hey, it's a different time. You're looking good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Uh-huh. So, like, you know how, like, it gets really, like, annoying when some people, really misunderstands certain things if women raise certain topic, right? Recently, I was kind of like strolling on social media, and um, there was a bunch of people, talking in terms of like, women has a tendency of saying like, equality, men and women, we want equality, and women cannot measure up to men, like all so much talk, right? But a lot of people don't understand when we talk about, women wanting equality, and there are so many aspects, but I'm just going to speak from my level of understanding and emotional intelligence, because I want people to, like, we having a conversation so anyone can join, and if you have questions, put it up. If you have some contribution to add to it, put it up, so we can really, start something different from other people, because I just don't want it to be, oh, what does she mean? And how I think, I'm not expecting anybody to think the same way that I think, right? But I do have, um, like some of the ways that I think, intelligent ways that I think, or how I see certain things. I know some of you feel the same way, right? We have kind of like common thread, right? But we may have little things that might be different. So you guys, are more than welcome to tune in. This I have for the Atobrene, our altar back, okay. And then I'm saying like I'm relaxing. So on my bin bag, I love my bin bag. It relaxes my body and stuff like that. So I just love sitting on my bin bag. I wanted to literally lay down, but it's not gonna work. If I lay down, it will become, it won't be like, it's not right. Hmm. Saya Emwakwaba. So you have, some people, they talk in terms of like, no matter what, a woman cannot be equal to a man. When we talk in terms of, and I'm speaking from my angle, how from my intelligence, you know, when we talk in terms of physical strength, right? Of course, women strength cannot measure up to a man's strength. Men are physically stronger than women, right? And then, as a woman, I have a vagina. I do not have penis and testicle. So my body parts and organs, most of them is different. I mean, men have, some of them like intestines, we have the same liver and stuff, but when it comes to vagina and penis, it's totally different. Men carry one, women carry one. So I cannot, you know, be equal with men, right? Men penises, the only thing that it does is to pee and have sex. That's all it does. For women, our vagina does more than just pee and have sex. You see, oh. So when we go to that extent now, women, we are on the higher level when it comes to what our vagina can do. So sometimes, people talk in terms of, you know, women cannot measure up to men. There are certain standards that our men cannot measure up to us, because a man cannot carry a child for 9 months and deliver that child. Women, we do that, right? So if we have to measure, I'm just giving some examples. In terms of intelligence, we do have many women who have sense, very intelligent, smarter than most men. Vice versa, we have most men who are intelligent and smarter than most women. So it goes hand in hand, and it's likely possible you may do a survey where, as the people that you select, you can have 10 women, 10 men, and you may end up having 9 women being smarter than the men, or and then having either 7 or 6 or 5 or 4 men being smarter out of the 10, right? Or women vice versa. So like there are different aspects that people need to come at. You can't just measure, okay, women cannot be equal to men. Where are we? First of all, like when people make such statements, right? Where are they coming from? A woman can be a leader if a woman chooses to be a leader. A woman can empower herself if they choosing to empower themselves. A woman can be a doctor. All the professions a woman can be. A woman can be a parrot and so forth. So, like, many times, oh, thank you, Saya. Sometimes, how do it? Hey, Saya, question you there. Hello, say. How do question you there mean, here. And I tell you meant to say something else. But thank you for liking my colors. I know, right? I have like 5 different colors. Actually, I have silver, brown, green, and then I have orange, and I have pink. Yeah. Thank you. So, hey, Doc, Doc, you have landed though. You have landed. I want to say, we're talking about social matters today, and I'm starting with gender justice, and I'm going to give a definition of gender justice. So, people, but I'm just talking from my perspective. When I hear people talk in terms of, women cannot measure up to men, women cannot be equal to men. We're not talking about the physical aspect. I'm certainly not talking about the physical aspect, and I'm not talking about the body parts, because when you go to the genital area, we don't have the same thing. We have different things. That's how we can meet. The two of us can meet in an awesome ways and means. But like, when it comes to intelligence, a lot of women are very intelligent. They have so much wisdom. But the problem is, you have most of our men who are so ignorant in some ways, and their ego is bigger than their head. They don't want to listen to a woman because it happened to be a woman. So it's like a lot of times, we have some women who talk down to women. other women, and then you have most men who talk down to their women, right? How can you be with someone and you do not have the capacity, the tolerance, the patience, or the intelligence, to educate your woman? So a lot of times people trying to like use certain words, right, to control and have power over women. So let me go in here. Yes, I do need insure dog. Yeah, many ebusiafo no obia eho ye na onso one ebusiafo on your end. Almost it's saying and your dog back okay. Nimdie kita no kale. Yeah, this suit is where I will come into don't go there. Uh-huh. Doug said you look lovely. Oh, thank you guys so very much. I appreciate it. Sister Aya said, I meant how is life going? Oh, by the grace of God, though, I am so blessed and thankful, and I appreciate it. Uh-huh. I see that you did, Pam. So, like if you don't agree with what someone says in regards to women asking for equality, especially like when you start working, you go for a job, right? You have the same degree, because it has happened to me before. My previous my former job, I was working with one of my colleagues, who has the same degree that I have, and I started working like 4 years, 3 to 4 years before he came there. And then when he came, the company was paying him more money, like $10,000 more money than they were paying me, and I was there. I was his senior, right? So you know how like sometimes things happen because some people cannot shut their mouth and stuff like that. So I it reached my ears that so and so is this is how much so and so is getting paid. So that prompted me to go speak with the president of the CEO in the company. And I went in there. I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad. I wasn't screaming. I wasn't yelling. I did my homework, and I made a note of everything that I have accomplished since I've been working over there. Some of the, my strength, and also upgraded my resume and everything. So when I went, you see homegirl with her folder and everything, with my suit and looking presentable and everything. So when the CEO, met with me, I spoke to him and I let him know, like, how long I've been working over there, how much I'm getting paid. And I feel like, with all the work that I have put in, I deserve to have a raise, even though, they haven't been giving raise for some time. And he listened. Once I finished, he thanked me for coming to him, and letting him know all the work that I have done, some of the goals that I have with the individuals, and so many things. He was very impressed with that. And before I left the CEO office, I had the raise. He gave me the amount that I had requested for. So I did accomplish something. He Not the whole thing. I didn't get 10 grand, but he gave me 8 grand, and but there was a catch to it. Like he let me know in 6 months' time they're going to give raise for everyone. So he assured me that that 2,000 that he wasn't able to give me will be included with the raise that everybody else was going to get. And sure enough, he kept his word. Now, like, sometimes when we go through certain situations, some of us will be like, no, I can't go talk to him. Like, me, I can't do that. Like you get nervous, you get anxious, you get intimidated, and you feel like, okay, I don't have nothing to go say. Or you may have someone who will go there and talk about what the other person is getting, because truly, like, when you work with people, you shouldn't be telling people how much you're getting paid, because you're going to create a very unhealthy in, environment. Because what's going to happen that now your peers, if you don't have an enemy, you're going to create an enemy for yourself, because you're going to have people start talking in terms of like, how is it that so and so is getting paid this, then I'm not going to be doing my work. She or he should be doing more work, because he's getting more money than I am getting money. So you can talk to your supervisor, present, and present what you have brought to the team, the company, how things were, where you are, some of the goals that you're going to set, because that can get you to get a raise back. If the economy is like, not so good, that's not the time to go talk to your supervisor or the CEO. All right, because then you're not being considerate um, to yourself and other people. That can actually, you can have eyes on you. So everything that you're going to be doing is going to be, uh, you're going to be like, be watched. Everything you do, people going to like, find ways and means to get you in trouble, or like trying to get you fired. So let's go into gender justice, right? What is the meaning of justice? It's hence gender justice entails ending the inequality between women and men that are produced and reproduced in the family, the community, the market, and the state. So it's like, in everywhere you are, like, in your relationship, marriages, your family, in the community, like, and wherever you reside in, you can be gender biased, right? I mean, just because you have a male and a female, they have the same degree, and the female might have more experience, but because it's a female, they don't get paid equal amount that a male is getting paid. And this is how it has been for decades. It's not just now, it's just coming to light because uh, when you work certain departments, certain field, you come to find out that, a lot of people, some people, they're not doing nothing, but, you know, they getting a whole amount of money, more than, sometimes it's like 5 grand more than you, 2,000. But it may not seem that much, but it is a big deal, right? So they have three principles, right? Three principles of gender justice. And you have equality and non-discrimination. This is part of it, okay? Participation and empowerment of women and girls. This is some of the things that we need to start discussing. We need to empower our daughters, women, who has been discriminated for years and years. Best interest of the child, which is our children, and we also need to eliminate we also need to eliminate violence against women and girls, right? And this is something that that has become norm. in some society, because what happens is that you have some men, to control and have power over their partners. They result into um, domestic violence. Whereas we do have some women who unfortunately dies. You have women who ends up being raped, right? Being girls who are being molested, some of them within their family home, others, in the community, right? Others at workplace, being harassed and stuff like that. So, like, there was one time, as I say, browsing on social media, and a certain person, made a comment like, um, women, women in general, like, if you're a Ghanaian woman, the only way that you'll be able to find um, love, someone who will love you, say, mmaa bɛware mmaa, anaasɛ ɔbaa wobɛbrɛ wo ho ase, ama wo ho. It's like, women marrying women, or like, women, you have to be humble and be respectful to your partner. I mean, men should be respectful to their women, their partners, their wives, and anyone. And the same thing goes with women. It shouldn't be one-sided, because you you are not better than I am, right? If I'm in a relationship with you, or I'm married to you, we are partners. So you can tell me the things, or set expectation for me, what I can or cannot do, and you do whatever, right? And how do you define respect? Because some people will demand for respect, but they themselves do not have respect for themselves, or for their partners, or people around them, right? How you talk to someone, you have to think twice before you speak once. Because if you do not have sense, don't speak at all. Or if you don't have nothing uh, good to say, you need to shut it, right? But it shouldn't have to come from your partner, for your partner to tell you, if you don't have something nice to say, be quiet. You should have common sense, basic fundamental sense, not to speak ill or speak down on women. And you have a lot of men, they feel certain way. So if you ask a question about it, it's a problem for some people, because their intellectual is very limited, right? They do not have the capacity to adapt and have better understanding where women are coming from. We're not saying um, when someone talk about equality, we're not talking. It's not about us telling you that we have the same strength. We're talking about intellectually, cognitively, intelligence, smartness, how we do things, because some of us women are smarter than some of you men, and that's a fact. It's not. That's a reality. Oh man, oh man. Sister Belinda Ejarini, Abamu is saying, welcome, welcome, Obapa. She said, hello, good evening, everyone. Hello, my dear, beautiful sister Adwoa. Mwah. Thank you. Hello to you as well. Sister, yeah, for that, Brase. Don't men need ahobrasia too? Oh, most certainly, sister. Man, you see, this is what I think a lot of people, confuse, and they lack of understanding, and they kind of like share misinformation, or misconception of certain information that they have. Let's take religion with Christianity. A lot of men, who kind of like limited to certain extent or certain level, right? When they want to control or have power or limit their woman, they always quote in the Bible, a scripture in the Bible, and only the part that favors them, right? There are some things that women we need to be reminded of because ahobrasier is something that both gender, it don't matter what age, we need to be humble at all times, you know, and respect, yeah, in the Bible it says a woman needs to be submissive and respect their husband, but the Bible already, is expecting men to have that respect naturally, automatically. Just because it didn't ask you guys to be respectful, it doesn't mean that your wife should be respecting you or a woman should be respecting you, but you don't show the woman no respect. And this is where the underlining of, when you have fools or foolish fools and intelligent people, because you have to use your critical thinking. So one understanding may not be on the same level as the other, because what the Bible did not tell us to do, is expecting of us to have it. That's my understanding, and that's why I'm saying it. All right. So if I don't have respect, I'm someone who do not have respect for people around me, my partner, you know, um, individuals, my co-workers, my supervisors, my bosses, and friends or whatsoever. That's a coping skills that I need to learn and I need to educate myself. So you as a man, you cannot ask me to respect you. Hence, whereas you do not have respect for women. Because for me, some people, like they talk in terms of like, you give me respect, I give you respect, right? Respect is not given, it needs to be earned. So if you were a man and you were a foolish fool, I cannot, whatever you say, I don't have to listen to you. I don't need to take what you say for me to utilize it if it does not have no beneficial means to it, if it cannot help me grow. So if you talking nonsense, I'm not going to take it and use it. And don't expect me, because you feel that I'm a woman, whatever you say I have to follow. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. So for men who has that mentality, y'all need to stop. I was not taught like that. I like it as it is. Get out of that comfort zone and start learning. So what you requesting your partner to do, you need to level that up. Reflect whatsoever you requesting for. So humbleness is on both ends. It's not for just women, but some of you men provoke your wives. The things, the wording, how the verbal abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, sexual abuse, financial abuse, and women also, some women also financially abuse their men, especially the dependent ones. Yes, I'll go there. I don't want you guys thinking, oh, I do always talking about men this, men that. No, me, I'm neutral. I go here and here. But this is something that, when you go on social media and you have people talk in terms of like, women needs to do this, women, who is going, since I had one time asked a question and it has stuck in my head. And I was like, God damn, I never even thought of that or asked that question. She said, who is teaching our men, our male, how to treat a woman, how to love, how to care, how to uh, be responsible, how to hold themselves accountable, like how to talk to people. Who is doing that? Some parents have not done a better good job with their sons, because when you get married or you start dating and you get married, most of the um futu advices goes for the women. When are people going to start talking to the men about some of the things? Then they go into culture and tradition. That's what is limiting a lot of them, pampering them, pacifying them, and then they get spoiled. Sister Sage, Apomu Eti saying, I hope say yes, I don't any insurer or who ye. Thank you for coming. Oh, God, darn it. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. I thought I was watching myself. So it's like some of the comments. Let me do that, because otherwise, some of the comments, when it comes through, I won't, and I can see here, I won't be able to read it. So let me go here. So if someone come on, I'll be able to see. Okay. Perfect. Perfecto. So this is some of the things that we have to think about it. So don't, if you're a man, don't ask your wife to be humble, whereas you are not humble. Like, why do I have to women are not doormats, right? We have to respect each other. We have to be humble, because people who are humble, they tend to be successful, and they use their active listening. They learn new coping skills, whereas they don't look down on others. They respect themselves and respect their partners. Saya for that to say, Adwoa, this topic will be in the mixed bag tomorrow. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, sis, for I love it. There are some topics now we can talk about it different on different platforms. This is how we can spread the word. Wow, great minds think alike, for sure, sis. I'm telling you. So it's and then the next one that came about, there's this new upcoming song artist. Um, I think it's Philly Nuna. She went to UTV showbiz. Oh, I'm not saying it right, because I stopped watching a long time ago, since Nana Mama Brown, the Empress, has not been hosting it. I haven't been watching it live, but every now and then you scroll, you kind of roaming on social media, and you come about, right? And you know, um, a certain person has made a comment, right? Um, and she asked the question. She asked the person, um, "What you said, does it make sense?" Because she's looking for investor, a manager, someone to have faith in her and invest in her music. Sometimes you put money into certain things, and you may end up losing the money when you invest, bad investment. But when it comes to the music industry, sometimes you may have someone who has talent, but because of economy and the people that you kind of work with, they may not do so well. You may end up losing whatever amount of money that you put down, right? And at times, it worked out well, and you can make a lot of money out of that person. And the reason why she acts that, she has a boyfriend and the boyfriend takes care of her, and she when she mentioned about looking for an investor and a manager, there was a comment made in terms of like, if you have a boyfriend, why you not having a boyfriend, invest on your music, um, or like, manage you because he has money. And she was like, well, in terms of taking care of me as a girlfriend, he's really doing what he needs to do, and I'm hoping in the future I will get married to him. That's the whole point, that she's dating him. But he's not really interested in the music, this and this and that. And then there was a comment made that, like, some of the managers and the investors, if you're a woman, then uh, some of them will have to sleep with you in order for them to, like, assist you. And she asked the question, what you said, does it make sense? Okay. Like when someone asks you something, right? If you cannot understand, if someone asks you what you said, does it make sense? The person is not insulting you, because, first of all, the person is trying to assist you for you to come again. What you said, process it in your head to see if it does make sense. But for someone who is like illiterate, or like limited and lack of knowledge, they may not understand where she's coming from, right? And if someone asks you, you say something and you are sure of what you said, and someone asks you what you said, does it make sense or not? Your response, if you don't want to go into explaining yourself or getting upset, with self restraint, should be, which way don't you understand? Why doesn't it make sense? Explain to me. Maybe where I'm coming from, you not understand. So you can throw the question back to whoever asks you, if it does it make sense for the person to kind of give you more details, because it was a question. It wasn't an insult, but some people took it in a certain way because the sense comes in. But like, because of your understanding, yeah, sometimes if you say something that does not make sense, it means that you don't have intelligence, because what you say, you probably don't have better understanding of it. It became a big thing, and then insult came in, whereas the male person was like, it's your what does not make sense is that your boyfriend is effing this. And I was like really thrown back. I was like, what? Oh my gosh. Like, when we talk about, women cannot be equal to men in this sense, right? I support what um, Nuna said, because she stood up for herself. She did not limit herself, and that's what a lot of some of our Ghanaian men expect Ghanaian women to do. To beg, to use their vagina, to use their tonga, to get to certain level. And then that suggestion and that knowledge also, like, for that to be said, it made it feel like, every manager or like, investors, that's what they do, which is not 100% true. Maybe some of them do that, and then some of them don't do that because they noble. And then it kind of like brought my attention to something else. I was like, okay, we have 95% of our Ghanaian men, and some men, all around, they don't want their wives, partners, to go outside their marital home, right? They don't want another man to touch their woman. However, they are willing to sleep with somebody else's wife and somebody else's woman. So when you put it all together, right? Do you have sense? Do you have intelligence? Are you a critical thinker? Are you smart at all? You don't want somebody to touch your woman, but you go around and you be okay sleeping with somebody else's girlfriend or somebody else's wife or somebody else's woman because you are in a position to promote the person, to invest in the person, or to manage the person. And in order for that person to, for the woman to get to that level, they have to sleep with you first. And you talk about basic fundamental sense, right? And we talk about women that's not, cannot be equal to men. But however, some of our men, the way their thinking process work, how they do things, they're not as smart as they need to be, right? So we talk about, gender justice, you cannot tell me I can't do this and then you go out and sleep with somebody else and then expect me to be receptive to it. So when we talk about the inequalities between women and men, some of our men already have made their mind that, women are this. So we have to always be beneath them, right? But I'm being beneath you because what you on when we have sex, mostly you on top of me, so you always have to be the superior, or you always have to be in control. You always have to have the power. A lot of men, they get intimidated, they get frustrated, they get angry, they get upset, they get scared, they become coward, insecure, jealous, envious because, and don't use their critical thinking because they don't have the capacity. Hello, Doc. Apa mo ti saying? Yes, I don't need to I mean, when you're fan, I also want what to say. Wonderful. Until the end, I didn't want back.
Send one bossy.
And we dear here.
Can say gender justice.
I'm telling you, sister, because I am some who and you have me things and be say, now I have been more cassa almost doing one son or my cassa.
Oh dear. A harding.
I'm papa.
But yeah, I say maybe can you go so you have to tackle?
No, yes, yeah, dear.
Meaning one day, a best son. Because yeah, so Sunday, you're trend in the baby, you're going
to see, yeah, the man a best chassis.
Pepe.
Yeah, try a man. Send your bay out, oh, yes, send ye a binumutia no.
Yes, so. A bit of my Adani, and yeah, this old woman, then I do a maximum.
And Mrs. Samina make doc to say, like, Missy, when I found out, say, a guy now, and I know you fit answer. So, it's me, African knee or back. Meduma what's it? May any senior, but will buy an Omutriano 10,000 more than they pay me.
Oh,
because me your back.
I don't, so I'm outside too.
Annie, but me no, I went and advocate for myself. I make sure so I did all my homework. Me I didn't, I you raise, and and Chebiana, your friend is saying some motor vehicle accident, many bam and hospital. na almost say me share adwuma say omo ma me date na me say it's not possible because me hun told me until the man can almost say okay almost me hold me position until me who told me na me ba na my sound very apply na me say me ma me woman no me TNC form until almost me hold my adwuma na almost fair adwuma no. That's okay. That's it. Meanwhile, many of me adwuma 14 years.
Oh wow.
Yes, that's 14 years. Na me kun ka kire me say, hey Adwoa, send your we adwuma ma wadwuma mu fui. Wo fo say why ya reda ho. Omo di wadwuma no beto ho ama. O me no kan me say oh please, that say send your me no ma ya adwuma che there's no way. I'm papa. Omo yi me my fucking mu fancha me America for omo yi me my hey me say say e call me when I'm say wow enti no to say Ghana for say ye adwuma yenye adwuma na accordingly ma yenye mroso and I feel so no to say woni obi because etuntum for no mo kurom ha no sister woni omo ye adwuma they will be busy with omo be busy omo nya adwuma na wafa ho aye adwuma ye tua wo kan so they don't bring musika ni bi omo nka say wo ye adwuma seminti gibi enti no wo ye adwuma e say wo ye nyansa adwuma
one come
yeah you have to work smart because who could nyuma boost na kwa yen kwasi adwuma bi a hi wo ya leda ho no ma use it is say uhun fa wa bra who 6 hours who personal days use them who vacation take vacation even say Barbados na abekwa na say yen wo America ebekọ London UK mo wo UK mbeba America enye da bia na anya vacation wo tonyo makọ Ghana e kan ko a me say we have to enjoy it.
Yes.
It is dog I na nkofo ta ka say oba entimi nya bema yen ka say ye pe bema penis ni bio any nka say ye ho adin se mema but e ba nimdie any nneoma bi hwe ade kire ema wom omo ka plan ema wom to say every profession ema betimi aye say ne mema betimi aye no enti no me hu ni enti aye bi mo ka say oh oba can now be equal to a man in some ways yes but in other ways oba bi betimi asopase de bema ekura betimi aye eba intellectual cognitive nomni nimdie nomni ade na enti no the society I don't know we cannot grow because to say our home take.
Oh, I asked some more sis.
Now me married what some more carbon.
I said me the one bossy. I said me and the one bossy. Yo sis. Me chia what here for you na anyone here for you na any abusi for me chia will be
Obia Jose.
Yo sis min kaka krabina me from what ujumadi na yenyina yam modawuro what the air person ho ayena asem say ba eya media me hwe ni say bibisa me ho say aso se e man ko an yete planet earth so a aka ye beden and as a man ko an so net so a anka beden
no correct
a man ko intimate na so and a man so ko intimate na so e ma ye hia mema
that's right
and a man so e hia ma
that's right
ye hia obia and ye abobra san say ye pese ye wo a ye ne bema ne bewo ye pese ye wo a ye ne oba ne bewo
bam sa pepe
meti asia say enkofo artificial way of making babies, but I know na make one some.
Maybe who can natural.
Yes, make can said you'll be afro. Wafro Barnett said you are fruit beer. No, I turn a pan and I make it.
No prayer.
Now, says, Yenawuria, a hot Nayana, so many free banner. Yen Titru, account for.
Wow.
So, what here? Say, be knew about who growing up, and they said, you're not want to say what on my but immediate say, Yeshano and me aunties no more.
Yeah.
And yeah, Obewu Bearman, or any Munyambi Sronko. Yeah, the man will be seeing.
Hey, the same things. Doc, what can someone no crass someone no? Hey,
your treatment to be a yedema on my own man to say, Obia, oh, Obedi kind of, oh, what would Trimqua? Unya, dear, Unya, oh, Trimqua. Unya, Donya, Bema, ye, what would nipa, what would nipa, what would nipa? Yes, sir. Ye manen so wow. Yes, sir, to us so, Epopim say, want to kono odidia. Akwalani your bar, that's a old swan. Yet the new bread and my metal and nice who are kitchen brow didino.
No prayer.
But so, or your bema dia, your money jai, echo sa echo dem co breastfeedia palano.
It's serious matter. Hey,
Mr. T said, me, yeah, near my, and yeah, no, sister. And Mr. T said, me observe when you're my pennies and my yeah, near maybe. Not that me a researcher. But near me be no number some of the two cats. Na a kind young papa.
no crack.
So now me shall say, no. And maybe me aunt tobacco or kaka crabby or tia could do no son. Yamen kwan.
Oh my God.
Because the best who are them would make a cock of fun or your bema or quack of fun for do rano. No. The tea the tunet is sea from.
Wow.
People when they say when they say it's in the ball,
Uncle,
I have a different story.
Uncle, very funeral.
Papa. It's the Kano. Everyone saw and so wow. Not almost so no. And Quadani near. So I buy what who say, or didn't fear in no fear me and Sapa. Nima me could so I won't the cap will be a sinity. Not the more and the
no crack. What the wow.
My mini pipe ja. Nani kunu bodami would be asia. Or see fricketing hako. A bemu anti namukasi. Now a pamono naka or neobano. Inti a jano ma wawa and I upon almost a son. Or no ma many did I know who kakran and about by one so did I know whom kakran.
Oh,
it was a jana beso. Papa no ma me ofufu no. Ma me na nkasa be gina so na bai wa na esise gu wedru no no oka. Ma me nkyira wo ka na that won so kwa ware ase a. So tem bia no. E say o me di kan no enhuye. Na obusie ma ema mementi no. Ama akwa ye te say ema any purpose. Na obema ni hodi a oba ho ni mfaso.
Oh, sister. Bohobiem. Doc, bohobiem.
Eko do baby a yes uni ani monyam ade se waware. But o sha bro chira ye wo ma bebre a omo yo madjuma they live their life. Om person mo to kwaya they travel wherever they want.
That's right.
Yes. Say mpo ye ya kanfo yi kura na me nka kanfo ye Ghana fo no. Se bi kura wako baby e madam ade. Wako baby na wako baby na say ude unkwada akreja so we bi a obi nhwe omomawa wo beti comment bi say oba ben na wo de ne beja eja ho eko baby na te say wo ko dia ya manpa mo
ampa
no enyeme bi a ye nana no bi nom eye edi free baby be si baby no ana akwa kodru say ye mu bi no enso atoa so na echiako echiako to make I be say we say aden na wu mu me because what pen say ne papa ebisa ne maame say ne maame mu but so wu bisa no say definition of obuo kura ye die ya
woni
adie a obeka tro then so ye hia ma ye hia mema ese ye work book this a year ye ka ho asemi no enye gender equality no enye yen culture and also say your moral and social issues and the pressure to food.
no correct.
Say the critical economical challenging and so we say people say reports are 2015 Mackenzie Global Institute of almost say are they up to 12 trillion.
What?
Economy mo. Enti no yeah kofie wawo kotena fie na wo beba ne ya ko bi ase mo no omu didi ye ho. Then ko say ye wo ho a this say ye ko wo a omu boka na say ye ba say ye maternity leave ye fee ye sick leave ye we na say ye we dwuma mu a emma ye adding to economy no I might give you economy no 12 trillion.
That is crazy.
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
Yes. And baby, yeah, tie me as Emma member Brofocano and you. Say, you can't assembly, necessary, you can't treat Rewa. Meaning, say, they are serious young Brofo. A bit of also Brofono, on my Jumo, we see a okay. But me cano ye local me cano ye local the science and so many people how can say the average woman and also say average human as I say ye tree
now say doc it says ye kuro for to be brain padison
and don't say that additional since I am not a woman also ya na me dia na me time person make say omo padis ya die ntia ya me ntan kan sa ne say me ni nipa me ye nipa di mu adwuma so ho na dwene na me ye mu adwuma ne ebi adwene no enti me an develop anu senior say develop
anu dia no correct
and omo de ba wi ase enti no adekode no omo ba ya omo nti ase but in sense say ye krom ho ye ni ehun akade say be akwada kura no e wo learning difficulty and you have passed so many means ama kwala na to be make them na say no e bi ni hosa
ampo
and say we share other side and so life situations and so man nkofo situation exercise yemfa ni so bi wo ho no ma yakona dwene mu akoyi tumo bi afim
no correct
na sabine no so ye komu ekoye bibi wo ma enye tumo nko a yetumi ye niema bebre even yare bi e wo wi ase chronic disease niema bebre wo wi ase no etumi affect mental state enti no bi a wo stress na wo anxiety na wo OCD na wo chronic personality other mental illness no enya dia wo betumi atena wo so esuya bi unfortunately baby aminumi elu ye free no ahokyere ne na ada ne politicians etu fufuro ye ninti no ye ni saa niema we bi
they don't have the resource
thank you enti ye ne nam ho ye nya de de beto diane ya settle down obi na so obeba betina ye nso obeware ye ya ne aware ne ye ko ye baby because say ya ware na ye bi baby ye beda ye ni nia ye bedi
no correct
enu nti na ebinum entimi nsia ade no enti adesua no senka omo man ye ma ye de ti se bi mi se de bia me ka me se mam ta mas da then so da me fu play bedru abotire a minya me static echo union minya obroni dali man e man start chere me ma sister nanka minya ya nanka me go school forever.
I know, like my favorite subject na math. Adiana mimpe
Yes.
science.
Yes. enti no said ye unimu so aye bro no edi ehu ese ni petrim emma omuntimi emma ye omunsua de sempo teacher kra de na wo apala no wotina chi na calculate na wo sade no teacher na ye no wrong na ka say ade we I think say ya fra wo class na ni mu ko bro enunti no oma ye obi a ye timid e wo class na obi ade na dia se no enunti na bi mpa de sua no na nka omunyaye na nka ye gidi wo mo so e fa foforo so de trauma nke bi o mani bejo ho anyway enu ye by the way yentin see ye kwan no
no but doc hold on before you betia see wo kwan mo no on say like social media right you there are programs be brave what social media yeah what platforms are adisuade e wo honum for free right and so no to say yemu binum no ebe prefer so obekọ platform so a yebeka say yaya my sister penny a friend is saying that hima if you asan to filona shika or see baby catch us in the trim so ho ana say ye bodua ana say obi eyiye obi right and one no people are like more receptive to it. It's just say they love it, sharing, inviting friends and families to come. And you grab it here, nipa sumesi, the ensema koso to say, ensema, and found koswo, and bring nipa no. And no momuno, I mean, negativity is addictive because no. And here say ube drink. So reaction and it is said there be suitrim dia no waka but it said nyoma baby chira de sua de no and you using your mind is functioning you like you have to be proactive you have to use your critical thinking I know say in society no resources no we lack of a lot of resources right but yeah, what a binum a tu kwan a person back to Ghana. No ye a to set clinic in nomine because me school 9% come be a clinic for Ghana for a psychology, right? And I say it be a physical therapy nomine me papa ne I have some family members who be businesses for Ghana. Nipa hu binum any abusuafo binum e dia ma fa boni mu so enti no te say wo ka say wo pese okoye bibi wo man ni mu krampo na you don't even have the motivation because it's either say ube tena honum no wa whatever it is so because it's a wo ti amanane na wo si obi na and supervise saade na just I say why you ntimi nkọ baabi a so enti no to say eno na sometimes na think say social media nkofo bebre kirade a ye fa bi de ye ebo eka na enim ho a ye be kwa yanim bayam ye mu bebre mpesa ade no so which is sad
I sad but unfortunately it's and and this reason but a do one this reason the last time na me research and it just so happens 35% of our women no almost percent almost better say almost so almost any negative because of where they have been any entity ye be omenya
wow
yenti abi can say so yes a compound house that's the way me say makanda Pentecost ni bi a one ne bag girl ekwa sorry ane bano ekita baby for kese that obi no won say obi bi ayen time nkwala brem na oye tintin to say wo akwala no kora na say rubber ba yes I won no answer ne mpaboa wutimi yi mpaboa no wutimi to yes and this lady I think send any fool about 10 times it's now as a mo kakra na mami ya se na tade na okwa sorry na ne balance kita ne to obi na okwo the neighbors si niema wo ho compound wa say we maka on several platforms so meaning say we first time or second time I make wa na the neighbor no si niema no so ne babai wa mami ni si abontin a se de na tade ne fata no ni se de ne bani kita ne to obi di n'echi no asem a de o si ni niema na onu ni se kana o de to sa niema ni bi kan say a so be fu ne ka ba bi o de ko yes
why
on can onye ne she
oh wow sis my sending will link no meaning say be a person joining here and I say you're okay where you are
ma se kasa no ye clear dia and
yeah for someone to kasa no clear right me tin it clear
kasa ni okay
me kasa ni okay mommy
you meaning say okay my tea for dia
say for that bra kasa ni okay or say yes
you me da say you sis enti mama no okasa akire ni wie di onkwa sorry no I believe say na the Christians say ma ba nti no wa amani mu aye no ko ne baby nti omu fi asore ba na nti ya no na dia ne ewie sidi ne ma wie eno one ne baba yo omo tete hwa na ase ono ne nsane nam ne ma ho na ne baba yo na te o nti omu fi asore ba na kwala na okita to obi no eba na we ne ko so to obi nim ena o si ofa ma na o se ne ma me se on fa to obi nim ma obi ana otutu a ontimi nsese ono so nya de obesisa ma ne nti no on fa to obi no ema no mon fa e bo tsira mo hodo do ma mi ye ku a wode se kaba
oh my
akwada katwa no
oh my gosh that's terrible
one entity aye de mayema one atira aye de kire yema
that's
inti
really bad.
yes maame no na anopa na okona sorry no nye maame ne hwi o eno odi ni sa atem no eno mo ko bae no ne ba no so wato maame ne ba no omo nye omo hwe enti dia mi kanyina ne se entity ye bi aye de maye no emma ye nyonkuku ye hi a ye nye ne hwe enti ye mfa ne se minim se what da obi o hono mo ye live show obi so me de uraba we se de me de se de o ti ana class we de se de o ti me de show we ma min twam
nani
obi ya wo se de o ti mi fa nsem bi obi o ho bi kasa keka de bia me ka me mi se it might be so go okra me kasa keka kwa ne gubefu but hey enu ntrese se me ja kasa enti platform na wo kan e koso me nam sui se me nya kwan ko Facebook na se obi aka sem bia me no ane se mama so na ma se asam no bi sua bi frim na ma se am obi so se obi so sua bi frim
ampa
enti se de wo ka no koso nanso asam a me de ye mfa so ho so obi yefun ebi ala sise bi yefun etiti obi ana ebi kra bra bi yefun etiti obi ntino nipa kokoro nko pasem kono wa eden anyway
wetie and doc am pro mama nso wa no some time ago na me ye program first na me ye program aya na me bonyo musa because music is a good sensory for the mind body and soul but they say it's copyright if you on my you ma me bono if you are me the background in me we na me hwe program na o ma mute e hono mu ntino na I say you be in me ja enyum ne bo all together but madam for back one time ni I sen komodie mu a and I don't think that she meant to say it. In comedian man or cast is that now would you win himself program a we will be a hippa. And I'm saying, hey, me will be a he said my any panadine until I no can say nipa ne says or you we program asani and what to and sanom near the no says
no.
me de laptop yi no who say me ni fani and I me benkum ni but so be our day ni phone program no you ni nifa be ni benkum and na ni benkum be ni nifa because with phone no I say we jina mirror mu your left become but with laptop no the better say we ni fani benkum ni it is first and I'm the phone no nipa ne feel say me nsa na me use no right hand na me use but it's coming out as left. And I think that nipa no na wonim say me ben sister na o kan sa asem na kire no no. And e na ebe pie na me say na say me ye ma de say wo be hwe wo nhwe me de me no de minim na me kire e na me sua de free omo nso a omo ewo nimdeɛ omo hye omo opinion na se me ye na se ebia bibia me ye wahia you don't have to watch me, you don't have to listen to me for so na se watimi anya me ho tan no when otana kwa no wakoka wo nipa mu se me just say I was dumbfounded and I was like wow. Hey.
Yeah, but I know Emuabem.
Oh, daddy. Emuabem cry.
Yeah. And so be on no matter the kind of Okasa Kakampo in the book.
Oh, yes.
And to see ya, dim my way, yet, yam my nimuno. That be a me blame and to see it, that be a me blame and to see it. One will say, Abro to the BBC, police, and I deal with. Say abontin so we bia almost from a distance and no crumpo munina on check no mercy ho na police be afigure say wa information no kwabra say so dem no kuro matie obi kura nya accident amani ti aseda ka akwan mu no obi kura papo pege fun na ni ase etwa ho nso aba video wo kai say ebony wo yourself freedom no obi akotwe fun ne drawer no twa girl no wo adisi ain't no senior respond to negative incidents, any negative situations, no, and to say my no, too much. And to time be a dreamy baby, happy, be a any happy. If you have fun, says here, say be me, my frustrated, me be a dear, and I mean, for be a dinner, me for be a come at the answer. Now, as soon as I bet not see, I buy you way, I bet not see. Now, we'll be at the man, quite the man penny for me no more Ghana, no who am I? Auntie Bedina Jar, not just Auntie Bedi at a manner, Auntie Buso, ye no. Into no may a persona yeno, almost why a guy, no would you or no so at them, and no see a baby. And as I responded to negative name, and I can buy and as a wood tramp one, and will be any other or the barrier or Tanaba Sabbath and will be.
And that's a problem because they do have the audience, right?
Yeah. And in audience now, audience now, audience are use vulnerability and use
for their own interest.
Yes, they've been brainwashing them. More productive.
Yeah,
and you may be saying, says Yanni Yanka. Nasa Yanni Yanka can be a becos why you say, and Nuna will be back as you. Generation goes on, also 6 years of tradition. Tradition goes on, not tradition goes on. Tradition goes on. Which
can be like tweaked, which can be changed. You know,
and yet, because he entered to Yemuno, for a purpose. Last time, boss lady shows so that Mamia or no one Bekuno because or Chilene Banon Quayen and that. Why you inquire manipulate?
I was dumbfounded when boss lady can say, hey, 90.
Yes.
because aduane noa ubetimi say YouTube any Facebook, you have some people on that cooking lessons you can just go there and learn how to cook into no say because of refusal to cook.
Tradition, your training marvel into no sign of it says gender a year can want some gender justice, equality, and baby, I made a confire, Mammy can't say, yes, you wish me a dear more, no, me Santia Baby Simo say, and some dear Jamaica, some mediana me penny tree, a chance here by kind of broken say, Thames need you 100 bar, ye can't, a year not. A bit to say, Miss Sierra, baby, or see medium me a feminist, just a one young crowd or your feminist, and me besides so, anti feminist in a month of way then. Why want to tell you what? Nana, my German from a chancing. Or see there be, I know just me your bad, see mammy Jimmy Winnie and just me independent. Ah, now.
What the?
Some of the feminists will be a can be. It's almost a feminist that no your best in my archers or dinner was away, madam.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. Only say be a feminist now. A humanity. Then if I or bakono and as to say the term no expert to say ubeye bibi ampo ubeye bi ama obia was society a better obia the same thing near council say women empowerment obi so full say oh a man kwana yesi o yeso emamu na ebi obabi o ti bebi na wo so ene ya yewe da bi ni nyina anyesa ni nyina yesa ubehu se bi ase ni nyina even in men we don't marginalize them name me ma obia tribe in their way I bet me fit into society.
Of course.
That gender way out with the abandoned stems no. Emma and Yamani being CRC and a different. It is said, Yamma, you bet me a fisa to be any more. Emma, my goodness, say, ye assets, Emma woman. A bet me I didn't say, me see, Bumia, as a Saturday volcano. Ye movie now. After ye raising Kwalanka to one. And Mamma for ni beer, almost Omania and Nanoman saying, Omone be Omutia, ye Miakacho, Musisia, the other one for no Kunadiane. It's working for them. But Omonanum, any Maba, one Brantia, Ewan and sending Tia, say, Yan can't draw balance on sorry, one mammy, Timcosia, the other one. Nanny Papa on snack. Ne babemu and who no moon football. Ne moment, Sabemu and also come by one. No moon in our pocketing or no Mucosia at the end year. Nasi a yen is idea or barber value them and of them and so I value your bar. Na obia who say, Yemi and me who here will be far. Then yes, say, a memman kwana yes you, Beman kwana ni who here, the madi or who here. A friend so young culture. You do memma and sonny a man, a and less of humans. The amount so a demo, a mass of your kidneys. No, say a memma a poor bino. Ain't Indian say, ye pampa memano, because ye pampa monquala brim, pampa bonia, ye near or bore away in it. No, be free about the Kaya and Casa. There be a neighbor, I am in the fear her. Oh, yeah, be not make catch then. My country is the one who said it would say, 10 years time, yeah. Or to cinema, I mean, see, I said, you want to café. Who said it would say, no. Say your mouth, years ago, when I what you say. Not war a sumumi, no 3 million food. That's the woman when you get a hollow. Who regard the move by will be a began in 2 parts when you. So, ain't near mania mebino, what the chassis. Now was Oka, if you sabri who say, me or babema, men can't throw balance, I mean, yeah, and I'm a bema, if you won't go see young fire. Can't you know Bearman also say, Bessia Diana and watch Yama, Iron Quedi. The more Umstin say, ye teamwork and so at the council said, and pay no but here, and Yamina with your school fees. Would if you had yen away, and so what could do my Yama break? Would your school fees no? I don't know about proof you own so much school fees in the man and go where they are named family.
And Cabomuni here.
And here, yes. And come woman here, and so see you put your differences aside. They die so, maybe a bearman to me, you say, we are bad to we say, there be, as I see you who say, you mean you it will fear a tibu, and we young quala,
brother, nothing does in here.
Your companionship. Now, washa, and when the many public brace or munia, they mistaking companionship for a relationship.
Yeah.
Now, Adani is saying, because only say, a hana me walk into the meeting independent. I had the me. Now, about Bembo, why ye or ye. It's not say, I catch and say, oh, Bema, you would say, you know. And that's would you win out the warrior soon as and now they're just a princess and I'm a warrior. Oh, what a princess and all the fee as an empire. Now, why am I put on cantor? I'm already. And she says, yes, and I say, yeah, who edge me? Yeah, that's someone yen is my.
Yeah, that's a dog.
All the time.
Papa, because it is a gender equality, no, a who here is I say. For a ma any a man no a boy ma you to say a dog who has a cambomu say be a pesi a ye be a decision making decision no crabaka or tree was saying
ye pesi ye see any baby
okay so ye me to say only so as I see ye minim because me to me send your but it's a the society need it. We have a long way, but it's not too late. Yes, I say
we have this one
because I say a mema, ye kunum, ye papa no, etimi catcher, my mema say, Obama, because there be a so bam run of wasi. Yen cassa mema brown wasi. Yes, your mu a mema, young cassa mema mu and ma. So to say, dear, who say free, me honor, and someone who produce the same thing. Because I say, so who went to me? I mean, who's we a head of the house? Head of the house, no crampon, and no so or my chimuno. Probably brain tiasie. Because as a head of the house, you need to role model.
That be since and come when he's in and come when he's in you. There be as I say, Meka, me say a ACC sono. Wouldn't you be a costume woman and come from moment to so many years unity? Because a science to your munya into no, or my dream we are in a costume.
Oh gosh.
I must say you catch that when you know. I don't know about you, but for baby 2-bedroom, let catch that maybe our husband is okay. Me patoko, me pillow so, me the idea to son of a brem. Or come pillow so straight. Or come at the end of our way.
Oh, yes, yeah. On Pejasu, yes, yeah.
What
yeah, on between. And I say, chain. On lifting bed sheet, no, and say, be a question one no more.
There be because O catch them is say,
on your pillow, so.
Into your father, walk.
Say,
I'm here. And no see necessity a ye, and wanted to ya, did a 2 woman. A sign say, research a mere who say, so we train you or bear margining. Now, why you're not dynamic, a cool straight in a straight and also you're safe. And what's not narrow because if you don't lose the brain muscles, you lose it altogether. And we say, wash and then memory loss in them.
No correct.
They don't use their brain that much.
Something I almost say, mad we are born to endure.
Yes. And she said,
Doc, brother, nothing does it. Was it the message is look on the pillow, not underneath it.
Thank you. So what would you make her feel?
Everything on your whole way, brother, nothing does it.
But some also make her tell someone who says to me, there is no circumstance I will better be because Miss Wong is to me and also. And you know, so we train you, and now say you train you mouth and say, oh, ye tia. The word is anything one a tony trim, but on your young fan can only say, if anything responsibilities are account when you say, who may make you so we know my a safe and secured. No man your warm food, no man your roof over their head.
Oh my goodness.
I was so almost healthcare agent I was so almost companionship agent I was so almost BB agent I was so yanka no kaho yes oh you feel it. It's what we said dear brother Nancy Castro.
Yes, one yanka see and then you guys say yes. To the I mean then I make canon. There are some aspects in that
in a negative way. In a negative way for people say catch so you fianity, but we didn't tell them that we fianity or what do many.
Yeah, you have to lead, you have to model. I mean to say
anything on my air balance and generation air balance no. Especially almost my man and say, bad bear money, Quaco, you'll be cool, dear. And now Quaco, ye a fear BT, dear. And yes, so who more.
Oh, baby, back out was a mad Juma.
Thank you. Because he are catching a man to say, a mad Juma, said the brother not to guy, and there's nothing.
Sister Sage Williams earlier was intelligence. They say is nature versus nurture. You know, genetic endowment from our parents and environment to enhance it. A person with average intelligence, given the right push, can excel. And that's what like you touch base on because I mean some of the resources we don't have. So when you're motivating pushing to the right, they should be able to like really learn. But it's the brain so no like they refuse to learn because almost penny and fancy so penny and fancy I mean Debiano, Ubebre.
Not until so Obeko. You will be in the era or sense where Coca Procoto. I can't remember as a soul senior said the kitty or bar.
Hey, boy, hey, dog. Oh my God. As I said, I believe we should persevere, which is true. This is never a right time. There is never a right time. And sometimes a bit more I almost struggle with because we were on more for say into na ye be more yeah moto hono.
I said what was that? Bear magnet. Sis idea back research I prove so they say bear magnet any every year o
it's a problem because many be member so papa this I have for that about dog free so announce one
my main president sister I am ready wife
Matty dog me that's a password to me a friend no abaso ain't no overall no when we talk about gender justice and I say equality now what to say will find our thoughts about your thing. Again, I see you take it away from the Wabeka.
dear me person you take away and say a man here member so here ma. We cannot live by ourselves on the planet. Ain't you know, yes, you say you tolerate each other, you treat each other. Yeah, well, we because say it's not say you condemn me all the time. Yeah, we are not getting anything out of it. Them will say you try say you the akufama any Christ any in see your papa any and I basic form na ya ni o manante aboa omo amomo so aboa ya ye betimi ediso the atwa to okra no so ye say de me di kan no omo afa no omo mema no omo mfa nkwada no mfa entity ye kro na omo de emma afa mu no na so omo ye ne sa 40 years to come 50 years to come no enko basi ye ti oba bi kakase echen bema na enko basi ye ti oba bi kakase echen oba san say ye nyina ye hear each other to live on planet Earth. This me that's it.
Me that's fa doc nyame hira say watimi abaso na ai wonso aba be kire wadwen no wa kire no otwi mu apensem mu apa mama ye that's it nyame hira ye doc ba ko pe oba pa owo nimdie the who so offense so can when I original so you don't want to see. I don't even want to go from the behind. Yes, it's a comfort. Reku enim. Boss lady. Thursday so baba ye a dream obetre mema wo waka utwi na the same media no. Oh, doctor, obey a dream mental health. Sister ya for the atobra our altabaco pet. Saya, upon what to say. Yes, we are doing in Shira me who thank you for calling. The dear na pusu I want to do one boy with
Sister, doc, or confer 17-year-old assembly by Tiana, the Kiki men, I'm saying, me friend, I mean, mom, a classic example. I miss the same numbers from a Kuniba, but no, ultimately, I didn't say this. We have to be able to expand our minds and not be stuck in one mood. Okay, say me, you can say me back at one. I know. Or try me back penny my son or try and be into your coho. And I'm sure I see a cold grocery, but monsieur may started your love into me who for on yard. And me did goat meat. I also goat meat and whole sauce. No, but me pepper to me see what the your love now very tasty.
And money and
me fed so there were recipe be I am me did goat peppers, different peppers. Now me did you can say onion soup mix a fry on match it together to me confirm and say Minya adia ba kono pena and minja man in kana se minya yosu no support na ye ne de apemisu awra brana be boam ne twetwa osu okọ adwuma oba en so wa branch no okwa akoda ho kakra which is fine because me no na me go fie mom dia which I said the whole day until we until no hu abufu na me dia hwe
no wa ku no
another because there are some mothers who are Ghana former before say you couldn't so to make an yama to say yeah hey now how say me bati hona me no aduane hwe ankola na yatete o ha no we different one yes so mo nim hwe yo mo nim ye I don't say program that program just say you boss say the kwa can see the man say they cook their own different foods o mo ye ntia obi nim bibi.
No,
and I miss our agenda near my soul by so listen, men, my patrol. Say, me bag girl penny be on no put the bill call out to call you. And you all say no. Who so any median and I sent got you on bedding.
No, correct.
Or can goes you know a cotton in your manner. I mean, a grian enough. No, correct. A son was a photo for now or you just a name I mean, you or come bedding me. You know, say no. Australia and one for the survival, yes, so very mild, but or the when she takes those skills and so Adwoa, but will be to me no Well, now me I agenda near my okay. Sis, yeah, now I am so baffled. Say, yeah, name one said ya journey. Esiko any expectation you want too much pressure. Me make me no question. See, I'm at honey stage. I'm doing. Me catch me who say, hey, me man, it's time to live my life. And yet they are me make in a kitchen and cooking all day to make Bema happy. Wow. And some will be noir. Say 2 hours only may be an anyway check. 80 million semi will be I do it quickly and then I move on to do my own things because it makes me one year to do for myself. Well, and so no, won't meet me found to chill me hunko send me your band and I never say like you can spend 1 day cooking, that's fine. That's a movie during the week. But grandma be super catch yourself up a fresh food every day. Can you imagine?
Every day cooking.
There's something like that. Into Usha, into me, the whole idea. And I said, dear man, I said, yeah, we are brought into some in Kwasumbi. Well, I said, they are not a doctor. So was a doctor. Yeah, yes, second level citizens.
Yeah, we are only important when it comes to sex and popping babies.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes.
But
and
we
so
more than that.
No, say. I agree that with you. Say, no, excuse me to say, sir, me said here, but those days now, kikri, trying to please you, I come, just I do my best, but means you know, it's time to live for yourself. So I say, when we can, people don't get it. And money P because of these dynamic gender issues in here, the whole the goals need be alive is on hold on to me maybe when you more person you can also back actually say hey I want to undertake this. Wow, no see how me man say on one lack of self-confidence ni fear ni identity on yet and I make us and colano no be now feel see how yeah there now if why is so miserable is that your life is that just you who the value if we put value on ourselves, say, and can never pay, can we put up with it? And then I'm serious and I'm going to so bad or you only go for the tongue. While the clip I'm sending last will be our Barbie Castle or by Obiko using the infinities. What is that? You have a mind. Why do you know? As who would now would your ideas be now to better yourself? Wow. Into me on this topic, I am who I am. I then I am quiet chrome. Like, why is it like that on the African continent? Are they?
And look,
well, and after so this whole idea, maybe this whole idea, respect, submit. But mean Tissa emphasizing on saying, "Mama, love your wives." When you saw a bar, who don't know, now say you do everything for her, she will give you the moon. Well, now say what you honor Jojo, so you get it too. It's in a common man, if don't think that way. So I mean, can say all of them. Some get it. Well, some get it. Say who say be treating a wife very well now on the channel. Yes, it's beautiful to watch. But mainly, no sir. If one is say and they say now, come a map of how many may be on the notes. No, why me wish any people can't say no see. They made in the college be on any year. We can do or see my many so Mikunuko went into all the rooms and he stripped the beds of the sheet near there. And my mammy said, hey, Mimi couldn't go stripping colony in a sheet, then a dear napa. You almost a into younger ones who saw so we don't know how to cook, but my husband and I we took the recipes to my newly married couple and we look at it and then we make it. There's no pressure. Bear money put pressure on Oba looking down on her. So yeah, Yamana you say Yaribi. She said, yo, Oba only may be an what you say. I mean, like, come on. It's good to know it, but I said yeah, a certificate that you have to have, and you know, oh sorry now, she way no one you see, just so don't come out. Into what am I? Into America, me, I'm not a workhorse. I do my dogs, just my breath, say, no, Miss Major, my homie. Yes. It's a video. When you're a bad girl, learn to cook for your own survival. And me catch you no one, yeah, you pay. So, but they know, more your money.
And I think that society in the community, no, yashisha ejuma ma ejuma yese ma ye ni say ebehwe nkwala no ye fie clean aduane noa ni bibia say ye kunum ye be feedi ye kunum na nkwala no nso no need everything, all the hard work na yes but they say a man and so no society no ye wo the yes or mo ye ye push you more and say oh bema de obetimi ni mma dodo ada no and a mema no omo peti but they say ade nipa ye no ye betimi asesa no aha no ejuma ne de esunu obiane na adwen brother nothing that is what they mean say you would disagree, which is okay because you are men. You would disagree on any bibia and you would disagree.
It is not my responsibility to feed my husband, brother Nati. On him how to feed himself. To me, no, I'm listening to me, no, and to me, no, I didn't obey.
Yeah.
Na me, I also knew what I didn't obey. I mean, so creative.
Oh, brother Nati, I love brother Nati Dazi. I miss him for another. We are happy to have you on, brother Nati Dazi.
And you come back in the past or came and make it in the end. You come back in.
Eti brother, this guy, but that's a point to say. What is your final thoughts to say? Advice bia wo betimi dia ma yensu ye betimi asua bi because ye won panyifo amu wonim die enti nneoma bi wo ho no ma we experience bia na me adwo odo no I haven't got to that level yet enti bia me nso betimi dia to me kotodwe mu na me dia abo me ho ban
me dia me ka say and Titiana yede my man, see, I know who's a bini can some are kind of say, not doing it's not expanding, it's not moving. What he has here. But we can save the next generation. It's your money, entity or muye to say, or bow or bermo, main country, me papa says, because of who can do it for yourself. Oh, it's a good life skill to have. Bibiana, put interest in it and do it. Well, and our relationship also, you have to respect each other, honor each other. Well, now I said, one group of people, maybe men come abroad. One group of people can demand so much respect and not be willing to give it back. Well, yes, I said, I would me, Sana, me. Maybe I made some money be Kanya. Then I'm saying,
I am now home. I am now home.
Yeah, and I draw me see the tis on Mukasa, Miss and any power ways, oh, Casa said, and your bow, so you so girlfriend. How do they feel? What you must say, how do they feel? Because we ask your one, this is all the only use she is to use to this and that. Anything out of sale, you see, I agree and happy, there be. Well, maybe we'll call Casa percent a year back. You've been quite the matter.
No, brother, not that say why in Tiewu Mammy advice or the ma woo.
Me, ma, maybe.
Obey us on red animal. Obey
Not to that. Men can't say me no
on what the annis, but except ever need the annis soon.
Yeah. And my bread, there's a lot to think about and a lot to do. Wow. Into what brass, why they take it off if you don't have a nurturing group? Just a time behind, we are taking care of other people. They might be pro, wow, they don't know who they are. They are just reacting to outer or Tanasi Krano, Cassim, a dream, whom you yes, or you're selfish because environment now manage truth or what the new Yasho buying over Yamo.
Yes.
Then you are selfish. It's media, as we say, no, but you don't know.
Oh yes. Sister, you know, I think say, send your dog a kind, you know, see a tray and what you see, and the more you become one and no nebema, a nipa be a shia, and you maybe. I mean to say, I dear back what I'm fearful of because Emma, I mean to say, nipa and casano, a drew baby, yet me by emre. So yenyi kono anase yare timi bonipa a healthy person bi wo hono ma wutimi yare at once anase accidents can happen you tragic anything can happen it me fan say we e be ma worry for na wo no wo see wo de efie adwuma ye oba dia aduane no aye oba dia nkra hwe ye oba dia everything it's a so bad na in home fast running na ware no and no na ama na nya identity na me fan say sebi nyame mpengu oba ne be yare na wunnim aduane no a oba ne ntimi enno aduane woni wo mma adie na mu bedi da bia na mu na mabonten ekoto abonten so aduane Emema ni bebree say no emema bebree omo wa abroad no Ghana de me knows how to cook. Oh Ghana emema no mu live omo stay by themselves no they can cook for themselves. Enti no to say nneoma bi wo ho no ma important say be ma wo besua men ka say eyo ba sede one na this rules ne by wo de ya kire wo but say ade a ya kire wo no to say when you look at things you see things happening everything that's going on we are sana would it benefit you so when who can for is not available at the time and I say a new maybe entoya a kwaba na abefa so a wo be support to oba no so oba no yare and I say yeah how would you support because there is I am in nipa binum a omo fuka for oba yare krampo na omo raising one finger they still sit there and waiting for the yiri na ne ho mfa no obi o ha ne yira ye surgery no oba ne da so gina ne na so enu aduane aden why that must that have to be
that is plain
doctor say oba no rest it and sunesa say wo ware Ghana ware na ye kuromu fo say oba adwuma ne so oba nu aduane oba feed ni kun be oba na be ye fie aduan efie cleaning and everything oba na be hwe nkwara no nipa na ye surgery na wo gina ne na so enu aduane ema wudi emreku a wo nsa wo nan wo ani wo anu wo hwe you have everything to learn to cook
Adwoa na mami na emu no just was a gun held to her head.
No.
Why must she feel that she's compelled to do it? Kodaho. Not the BCBNC.
No correct.
Yeah.
No correct.
You know, maybe who is like me to me, just a bear man is so bad in your battle or ban, so hey, won't you have a Kodaho? And your me command, so cook kitchen when you're shabby.
Yeah, because who can't ban say, Manya, Juan Ebeye. I mean, to say, what will be a common dinner to the extent. And you can't be Fiasha with Uben for him said, me, said Dr. Catcher, Nsem rest here. You best believe I'm resting because I'm a human being. If I break now, say me wouldn't, so people will cry. Those who love me will cry. But at the end of the day, life must go on. Obi anyone no so beka say wo bewu no abeka me. Until we have to take care of ourselves. And me bema he can cook. What? OMG, he can cook and the things that he cook I was like, God damn, and to say, like, and it's sexy when a man cooks for his woman. You know, just have the woman relax sometimes, and you cook for your woman. My gosh, your woman will go love you. Hey, or better power. At the end on your mouth. So because who be more banner who say you care for her. So it how you treat your woman and how you treat your man, that's how the person is going to grow to love you. That is how we take me so now we feel say BBA seminar me yemawa or you be one ma a good empower bra. They can certify you or that one muslim because she cannot do nothing. And then you tell me, say, oh, you're boring. So I have to go outside and get somebody else.
Adwoa, that is my definition of a workhorse.
The workhorse, you know. And then I think, say, you know, our Bibia Nipa, to say Bibia Nipa, and I know, yet misses. But to say a man manu bebre, I attention. Esisi kwan almost almost the air corner almost the same bibia won because it's beneficial to them. And your no bread. Sister said you can't say
because they have been busy when you wanted to move my year. I don't right? Wanted to move money, I'm saying, aha,
I'm telling you, it's new maybe no man. I mean, to say me cake can cook for real. Like, seriously. And so no, you're worried for no. Kate didn't know how to cook. I mean, no noodles, so no near there. But to say, na if it has a me no we are me the chef fridge mu. Ain't no to say the quite no heat, no near. But sometimes so it's good to have the fresh from the stove. No near. Ain't no there was sometimes now. I just, you know, I maybe do fear my brand me. I didn't do one time. What's next? Fear come dinner, me pon 11 o'clock on a no more time and my best fear be ye. I did change your store and no quarter ton in a year grocery or your grocery no friend me. Every time it says, or betting me, I and cut a fine. And I may walking it through. And he has been able to cook. You know, and it's helpful, you know, to be. Rather nothing does it say. Sister Adwoa, I believe the Western culture is destroying our traditions. So, to say, workhorse women, no na mope. So, who bani be everything. O si be manuoma, be ma supporter, a DNA, a cleaning, a mop. And Quarano to say Bibia.
Unim says, and I see a making differentiation here. You can't generally know. And maybe they don't want to do anything. We are part before the days that's not who we are talking about here.
We're not talking about that.
One who they are mentioning. Yeah, why should I feel something when I'm responsible for a relationship? What is that? Well,
yeah.
And you know, we have to do what works for everybody. Media, like some have it right, they've talked it out, they've sorted out, said the own relationship is far, but on the main traditional ones for the baby one woman, no, I just no back.
No correct.
Sis, may die. Topic where
I asked them, bro. Sunny, sister said, yeah, what they told one of them, like, you know, I'll say we should carpe them, seize the day and make the best of it to make a difference. Yeah. I think that, you know, it's a whole lot. I mean,
learn something.
Brother Nati doesn't say he can cook. He knows how to cook well. I know he knows how to. Your matter
Me
sister,
Ghana.
Saya.
Thank you.
Our author back sister ya for the Atobra, and to say tomorrow we would definitely join you tomorrow. And I thank you and Doc for coming on to also share some of your knowledge regarding your friend is saying gender justice. Rather, Natty doesn't say we have a tradition, so it is the duty of a woman to cook. We changing the tradition. Mhm. A woman can cook. Yes, I don't have a problem cooking, but every now and then, we need a man to support and also learn how to cook because it's a my friend said we did it to kwine. There be an akɔtɔ abɔnten so aduane. Abɔnten so aduane krampo no bi wɔ hɔnom krampo na they don't cook it well. Wobɛba akɔtɔ aduane abɛdi na woyɛ mu hwie ɛnom ne ho nkora ne ba nti no te sɛ bɛrima ɛnoa bɛrima bi wɔ hɔnom a n'aduane ɔtumi kora no aduane si ɔba mmaa no bi wɔ hɔ mu nim aduane no aba te sɛ me nua mmarima nyinaa me cousins mu nyinaa they can cook. They all can cook. Ebi a few of them na in aduane no aba majority of my cousins a wɔn wɔ abroad no they all can cook. Me nua bɛrima he can cook. He can do so many things. Some of the dishes now ɔno ano kora mpo no I don't even know where he learned them from. And and my mom is a cooker. My mom can cook. It's just her and my father. But my mom cook. Me mama no aduane a aso no aduane ama nipa ayi amansan. Untimi nkɔ me mama fie a unya aduane ni. When you come mama fie a there's always food at my parents' house. It's just her and my dad, because we all grown, we all married, so we all move out, and it's just them two. But like, whenever you go to the house, there's always food. And my mom, she can make so many different dishes and stuff like that. She can make pancake. I don't know where well, we lived in Sopon before, so she's good. She does a lot of dishes. But another Desi said that's the duty of a woman. Yo, yate, and me, he cooks, I eat, I cook, he eats, and, it goes either way. And, I don't know, I'm a me, and to give him time um, when we're making love, like in that area, no, he's good. It's a plus. Because the Bible said it. Oh, Sahu, Bible, Naka, when you give me the scripture, why? Drop it here for me. That is why we have restaurants. Oh, okay. You prefer spending unnecessary money because you go to restaurant. I mean, every now and then I don't have a problem going to the restaurant, to eat. It's nice to go out and eat, but at times, the amount of money you spend if you're going to the restaurant on a daily basis, now you're going to waste unnecessary money, right? Whereas you can spend that money to go grocery shopping and can cook a lot of food. Money you may be able to spend within a week or within 2 weeks, you will end up spending it less than 1 week if you're eating in a restaurant daily. That's expensive. Mhm. So let me do promo. Promo. Yeah, let me go and do promo. Oh my gosh, my nose. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is Abrabo Nsem. Life issues, and today we talk a bit about gender justice, about social matters. So I just picked gender justice, and sometimes I will just come and do women empowerment and other stuff, right? that's how it goes. So before I go off, I do have some of my sisters, we have a lot of other platforms that are very educative, and I start with Boss Lady, the beautiful, knowledgeable, motivational, strong will Boss Lady. Radio Muya Sanswa, um Boss Lady on Fire Life Radio, Missy Eja Edemo Ankasa in Fire Drive Time. Boss ba she will play music. Music is a good sensory for the mind, body, and soul. Oh my god. And the topics that Boss Lady will be bringing, oh my gosh, that woman, I don't know when she sleeps. Also, I'm now and I love that term. It just goes so well because the topics she brings on her platform are awesome, very educative, and we can learn from each other. So on Thursdays, Boss Lady have the platform with Doc, which you guys, heard her talk, you hear her wisdom. Um, to come and talk about, wellness, mental health, and to keep ourselves, well, take care of ourselves. And then Fridays, she has Dr. Lawson, who has been coming on for past a month now. She also come and add more wellness topics, and men, how men can maintain themselves for. Uh, okay, hon. You gonna call me later? Okay. Bye. Alright. So, nothing does it. You here? What is the job of a woman? What was some question in the macacho said? So with your mommy, your promo and then I'll go back. Why, brother? Nothing does it. I have missed you, brother Natty. For men, how to maintain yourself, keep your manhood strong and going. Women, how to maintain ourselves, take care of our well-being and everything. So oh my goodness, brother Natty does it. You're not gonna let it go, right? Okay, so Boss Lady comes live Monday through Friday, which is weekdays, 4 p.m. UK time. Let's come and support Boss Lady. If you see her programs, her videos on Facebook, YouTube, um, share her video, invite friends to come and learn with us because, the more the merrier. And then we have Mami Treboa and Accra in Sankofa. Learn your language. Yes. Saturdays, 3 p.m. UK time, Fire Life Radio, Honor Ara Ebium. And yes, sister Aisha. Hey, Sister Aisha. I have missed Sister Aisha. Hope all is well. But I see that she's posting some videos and stuff, which is like, oh my goodness. Life is um, precious, so we have to enjoy it every little time. We have to be appreciative. So, for yes, sister, contact Obapa, Sister Aisha with the X Factor. If you like to have juice, natural supplement juice plus, you can order wherever you at, all over the world, wherever you at, to balance your diet. And if you want Avon products, when you come on Boss Lady's platform, you see the lipstick Boss Lady will be putting on. Hi! Some of the colors, Boss Lady will have your eyes on her lips only. That's how uh, bad to the bone that she is. So if you want Avon products, contact Sister Ayesha Ankara. But for the Avon product, you have to be residing in UK in order for you to buy from there. UK and everything Avon. I think we our sister Nana Abna. Uh, if you looking for an awesome organic hair product now, DM Sister Nana Abna Upe Ahmenian so art is a costume one with your nickname, Uku nickname, your diamond, and I said, wow, nickname out the amount. And I said, would be fear be a young there. Obey me, actual at the ama agu ahwenneɛ anim na ade ato w'asen. Ahwenneɛ da w'ase a ɛyɛ a na ɛyɛ very good because ɛno no wo lose weight, wo gain weight a you can tell right back off. Ɛno nso no ɛma wo very nice shape nti no reach out to Sister Nana Abna. Wokɔ no Facebook page na wode kɔ Nana Abna abɛhu sɛ ɛyi the hair product no te sɛ wɔchanging the profile first na ahwenneɛ na wɔde ayɛ sesei no the baba cookie some of the hair products, or the iron the profile pictures, or the cover picture. So you should be able to see that and let's support them. And then you guys heard our sister, our altar sister for the Atobra, the Facebook page, and in the YouTube, Auntie Years Book Corner. To say sister, Auntie Years Book Corner, Auntie Years Book Corner. No, she comes live on Saturdays, 9:30 MSC, 11:30 EST. To say like make sure say you tune in, and tomorrow she's going to talk about mixed bags. And everything is going to be there, and she's going to she's going to talk some of the things regarding what some of us talk about. But it's always interesting because she has different topics. She touched base on different topics within the video, which is like awesome. With the guest host, with the guest Sister P. Russell. So tune in tomorrow. Every Saturday morning. Last week she did not come because she has some event to attend to, and I'm glad that when it comes to self-care, she's number one on that. So awesome. Tia for that she had written 4 books, right? The first one is Reflection of a Thirsty Soul. That's an inspirational book. Yes. And then the second one, this book I love, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Anyone can read it from age 10 and up, and it's a really great read. And then the third one is Refreshing for My Weary Soul. It's a devotional book. And then the fourth one, Own It. How you hold yourself accountable and be responsible. She said, own it. And you can get any of her books on Amazon. She's the #1 bestseller. Yes, you can get it on Barnes and Noble's ebook or Kindle. So let's go and purchase the book. I mean, these books, I love books that you can read and reread. Like, some books, you don't get tired of reading. Since I have for that Tobias books are like, one of them. I love reading her books. She has so much knowledge. Some people, hers, she's putting them down. She's writing books for us to share her knowledge and wisdom with us. So let's go to Amazon and support her. Publishing book, writing books and publishing it is not easy. It's a lot of money. So let's support her. And then you guys see my beautiful scarf, kente scarf. I love it. If you're looking for uh, if you're looking for some authentic merchandise, right? Authentic merchandise, I need you to go to sagesshare.com for t-shirts, nice t-shirts. Oh, okay, just tell me he's not here. For t-shirts, dresses, jewelries, beads, creams. If you want, I have a bag, kente bag. Like I have a handbag that I can bring outside if I'm going somewhere and I need to match up. The like dresses, traditional dresses, kente dresses. One size fits all. Creams, like cocoa butter cream. Like, listen, it's like really nice. My legs is for K to see. So I cannot show it. But like, for the t-shirt, when you go to sageshare.com now, you may not see the color of t-shirt that you're looking for. Please don't leave. Order your t-shirt with the sizes and the amount that you need, and then you're going to see a small comment box. You can let Sister Sage know the colors that you want for which size of t-shirt. And then your email is a must. Your phone number is optional, so that she can contact you and confirm your order before she send them. And her customer service is like really awesome. And then we have our beautiful sister Yabi Russell with her 100% natural health and beauty advocate. She also does program on YouTube about making healthy cookies, how to get rid of bad breath, and so many other videos that will be very beneficial. So let's go up there and support her. Um, we also have I have my big sister, also my boss, Sister Adachi Hima Ifia Santua Philonash. She sells juice class also. She does videos. Uh, and we can support her. Um, and then Sister Civic, her merchandise in Ghana. If you want to, like, give a souvenir or like purchase something nice for your love, or a friend, a male friend, a female friend, your child, whomsoever, you can also get stuff when you travel home and you want to bring something extraordinary. Uh, our sister Angelina Ba, she does programs on Facebook with Angie Talks, 21st Century Nurse. You can call her, or, you can call her Angie, or our Angel back. She also have YouTube. She also stream on YouTube, so you can subscribe her YouTube as well to support her. Um, we have Sister Mamle Yoko Godwin's, Upper Worldwide YouTube about parental alienation, and also other topics. You can support her also. Sister Awumrekwa with Lunchtime Talk. Last time she came, hey, dance challenge. Me, I'm taking myself out. And come and see her. Hey, boy, yeah, boy. Send them to see media account. Come and see her movement. I was really impressed with her dance move. But me, one leg, I did the TikTok because this guy, his outfit and the way he was going, I go feel him. I love his vibes, So I did the one legger with him. My baby brother Nanaya, he said, "Hey sister, now asaba kwa wo sanates when you abre wo eh? Was you go down low No, no crampo ni sisi enemy who say me fan from all the way and I say me di me sisi ne hosro. And then my mentor sister said, sister Sika educate, she's pressing forward, let's support. And I want to, who else? Oh yes, brother Big Love. Um brother Big Love, Radio Spain. Uh-huh. Let's go and support brother Big Love. Also, our brother, Evangelist Michael Entry, aka Condemn One, no size. He does life management and sometimes my show on Condemn TV Monday through Friday, Ghana time 11 a.m. So it's like that's another educative platform that we can support. Society no yɛnhyɛ da support because yɛmpɛ w'asɛm a ne yɛmpɛ w'asɛm but it's okay. Ɛnyɛ nsuadeɛ no deɛ yɛbɛsua adeɛ. Pastor Esther Arthur ɔno nso no every now and then she does live program on Facebook. So when you see her program you can share it. We have Pastor P, visionary and let me see, Dreamers and Visionary. On Sundays, 3 p.m. Ayana Mama Yapa support. He also does, live programs. And then Saturdays, you have Moi and Sofo Pastor Samuel Okoso. About marriage lessons, but sometimes we do talk about general things, and we can all learn together, ask questions. I'm telling you, when Sofu Okoso is here, y'all need to ask questions seriously. Ask a lot of questions, and he's going to be responding to each and every one of them. Trust me, we're not gonna skip any one of them. So every Saturday, and coming this Sunday, every other Sunday. Last week I didn't come because my brother-in-law was resting. He was doing some self-care, so I didn't want to bother him, so we didn't come live. But this Sunday coming, I'm going to come live, but I'm going to be talking about autism, and I'm going to schedule an event. And going forward, I'm going to be starting, I'm going to start doing some webinars and also some counseling. So if anyone would be interested, you need to let me know. I'm going to send out the information and everything. And if parents who have autistic children, if you guys want to be part of it and come and get more insight, some of the tools, some of the structure, routine, because some of our kids they more visual and some of them are auditory and some of them are both, and you have a few who struggles, some who struggles with either or, and they need consistent redirection, directives, and stuff like that. So that's something that I'm going to be committed in doing going forward. I'm going to go back to my workout. I haven't been going out for the workout for the walk because Kay said that he was going to go with me, but he has not. I've been doing some exercising within the house, and I may not look it. I'm going to show myself in the summertime my full figure. I haven't taken pictures this year yet. Where I have taken one or two, but I haven't posted any new pictures since 2022. I haven't posted new pictures. I don't believe so. I don't. No, I have not because I have a purpose. I have a reason why I'm not doing that. But I have been able to lose 25 pounds, which is like, yeah, awesome. It's it's an accomplishment. So I'm just loving every bit of it. Mhm. Working from home, no, it's not easy. Do you need a volunteer? Oh, Brother Natty, does he volunteer for what? Like, let me know. Of course, I will welcome volunteers whatsoever. Because listen, um, hello, Billy. How are you doing? Oh, no problem. Sister Sage Williams said, many thanks, Sister Jordan. Have a nice Memorial Day holiday. Yes, Monday is a holiday. Today my supervisor, we have team meeting, and she was like, "Oh, we don't have work Monday," and I kid you not, I would have really truly clocked in on Monday. I have completely forgotten, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So having 3 days off, God damn it, I'm going to be on the road. Oh, hopefully. Hogan. Um, Sister Sage said that was an impressive dance by Sister Awu. I'm telling you, I enjoy watching it. It was like, I love it. I love it. She was trying to like get me. I was like, listen, I'm just going to like stay back because I posted the Simpson Homer, whereas he got into the bushes, and Sister Awo was like, Adwoa, why you running away? Yes, I'm running away. She did a really awesome job. I just love it. The energy was like, I love positive energy. So, brother Natty Dazi, let me. Oh, the workout, of course. Like the reason why, because K I was doing live video, because when I go for the walk I'll do live video. And one time I met this Nigerian guy, and he was talking to me. Even though I told him that I was married, he was still talking to me. And then he made a comment like, oh, if I go walk on a daily basis, then on a Saturday or some other days, he will wait for me. So some of you men, Kay was like, okay, I'm going to go on walking with you. And I was like, fine, okay, when you go to Ghana and come back, we'll go together. And he did not follow up with his promise. So I'm just going to go back uh, to do my walking, but I'm going to change my route. I'm not going to go down that way. I'm going to go up the hill in the other side, So that's what I need to do. hmm so just for me to be safe and not have to have any inconveniences, because I was talking to one of my friends, and he was like, "Hey, Adwoa, what if so channel na say you would do one na say what the coliform ɛhyɛ wo hwen na wo pass out no kidnap wo nam so waa hwɛ sɛ sɛ wohunahuna me woma bia mohyehyɛ me ɛneɛ sɛ nka nyɛ asɛmpo nam say if that happens now, I'm doing live videos, so people watching me, they should be able to get help for me. Yeah, some more. All right, Saya for that, Bra. See you tomorrow morning. All right. Great. Let's have a great workout. That's awesome. Oh, Brother Natty Dazi. Oh, okay. So, like, can we do video? And can we do like video workout? That would be like awesome, because I know you have some tips as to like how to, because I need to like firm my arm. My arm is like big. I need to firm it. And then my calf. I mean, I have nice calf. I got it from my dad. My dad has like awesome cats, so I got mine from him. So I got great legs. It's just short. Oh, thank you for. Oh, no problem, Saya. Mm-hmm. Brother Natty does it. So, like, let me know, like, days that is you be available because I don't want, to disrupt your family time with wifey and your children. And you're going to tell me, seven worry. Go be engineer. Go be Okasa Obwa. Okasa Obwa. Okay, let me close up today, right? And then what we discussed, Sunday May kind of was gender justice. Hmm. And next time, we talk about different other things. And when I do go on a walk or not, I pick a topic and talk about. Um, so for me, one thing that I would like to see more, um, some of the ways, some of the ways that we can promote gender equality or gender justice. Sometimes when you talk about equality now, people think that, as I said earlier, we're not talking about the physical aspect or the body parts. Like we can promote, to promote that, in our daily life. Uh, we can kind of like watch signs of domestic violence, and kind of like be proactive and put a stop to that, because women should not have to endure physical violence, whereas a grown man, who speaks about women cannot amount to them, but yet they don't have the common sense, the intelligence not to hit a woman, because a man's strength is stronger than a woman's strength. We need to support our mothers and parents, parents meaning both men and women. We need to support each other. Um, we need our men to help us women gain power, not uh, to look down on anybody, but to empower ourselves, motivate ourselves, be more positive, more caring, more loving, and not be vindictive. Not plan against, and also be an active listeners, both gender being an active listeners, and also reflect some of the things that we asking our men to do, or our men asking our women to do, because what you asking, you need to reflect that. You need to kind of like produce what you seeking from another person or your partner, because if you do not uh, have that, you cannot produce what you do not have, right? We also need to, this is where Brother Amnati doesn't say he disagree. We need to to promote gender equality or gender justice. So we need to share household chores and childcare equality. It's not just women who has to take care of the children, because it's important for our husbands, to build great relationships with their children. Because if you leaving it for the women to raise the children, to take care of the children, most times, the children do not have relationship with their dad. Like the relationship Kay had with our kids is like incredible. Like, they're able to talk to him, laugh with him, play with him, watch movies with him. Like sometimes he will pick, most times they will pick, and he will sit down and watch with them, and sitting together playing. It's having family time, spending quality time with one another. like, it's incredible. It's really great because, like, when my siblings and myself, we traveled to US to join our family, I remember, like, my dad and mom will be talking, and my first initial thing was to go upstairs in my room, but then my dad was like, where you going? We can all watch TV here. So the family will sit together. But Fridays, myself, my sisters, and our brother will be fighting over the remote, because whoever gets to the remote first, whatever show that the person picked, that's what everyone is watching. So we kind of grown to, like, learn to watch the same programs together. And then, once we have TV upstairs in our room, we started splitting ourselves, and then basement we started splitting ourselves, watching different things. But sometimes we end up watching the same thing upstairs, downstairs, and in the basement. So at times, we come together. And also equal pay. Equal payment, because the salary for men is always higher than women. I don't understand. Sometimes you have women who do more than men, but yet men are getting paid. Oh, then you need dumbbells, 5 or 10 pounds. Kay has some here, but I think it's more than 10 pounds because it is crazy heavy. I had to lift like one of them with both hands. It's really heavy. So I can use one, right, with both hands, right? Would that work? Or I need to get I need to get the 5 pounds or the 10 pounds separate, because there's a store right here on Boston Road. I think they sell some. Or I can go to Target. Target also sells some. So let me know. Hey, I will get them tomorrow. Yes, but if I can use one with both hands, I will do it. I will do it for sure. Woo, thank you. All right. Hey, maybe I may have a train now. But nothing that's in here. Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh, so that one is good. Using both hands. Okay. Well, thank you so very much. I will not disappoint. I'm going to do that. So days that I will not be able to go for work, I'm going to do that. And also, so I'm also thinking about, I'm going to be talking about addressing the equality challenges. Some of the challenges that, when it comes to the equality, when we demanding something, some people thinking in a different aspect or different form, which is not right, right? So it's also important for us to, like, kind of develop self-restraint in every situation, as to whether someone misspoke or you feel that someone insults you. There are ways and means that you can deal with that, by asking the person a question, or asking the person to explain what they mean by saying whatever that they said that you feel offended. Because sometimes, due to lack of understanding or emotional intelligence, people might think differently. So there are many ways to deal with our emotions. Emotions comes in different ways, and it's really powerful. But some people are more visual, whereas, as I said earlier, others are auditory. Some are both, and others are none. They struggle with either way. So when it comes to also gender justice, or equality, we need to learn to suspend all hasty judgment, because sometimes people, they judge. When you say something, they judge you quickly, or like, because you are female, they already have their conclusion. It shouldn't have to be. We need to learn to teach each other, and also learn from each other. We need to make a lot of space, have dialogues, effective communication, and we need to choose our words very constructively, whereas our words and our actions, kind of in line up. um, we also need to be aware, um, for our first step, to change. We need to learn to change. You cannot be the same way every time. As you get older, like you, you need to have some more wisdom, not less, because some people just don't want to learn. So we have to be. Some people have difficulties, learning. Some people, uh, they don't have the capacity, to take information or process the information. So every time, there is always conflict because people misunderstood other people. And it shouldn't have to be. Ask questions. Always ask questions about things that you don't understand. We also need to be very mindful of where uh, we need more restraint, right? Being in a public forum, at home, what you practice at home, most times you bring outside. So some people on social media, the behavior they display, that's what they are. They're not pretending. We should not, or we should never waste our restraint, supply by adding unneeded demands to our personal and work habits, right? So we need to be. What are some of the things that we can do to develop self restraint? We have to measure our progress. I do self assessment sometimes every 2 months, sometimes 3 months, and at times I do it within the year. I could do it a couple times. Sometimes it's twice within a year. So you just have to figure out how that what will help you. We need to learn to forgive ourselves, especially if you go through like bad relationship with one man or two men or three men, however many men that you were with, or however many women that you are with. You know, we are not the same. So if it did not work out for a couple women, it doesn't mean that every woman is the same. So we need to kind of like stop that type of thinking. We also need to prioritize things that are the most important, things that will add to our life is really important. We need to learn how to manage our stress, being pressured by family members, friends, or society. We need to make sure that we learn to manage that. We need to remove temptation, brother Nati. You did temptation. We need to remove that. That is a big one for a lot of men. We need to learn self control. Okay, it's really important. So I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm going to be going to Sankofa later, Sankofa Radio for Impromun Komodie. Last week I fell asleep. After I came on and spoke a little bit, I was waiting for the other panelists and the audience, callers who are calling in to contribute, and I put my head down, and the next thing I know, it was morning. So you guys take care. I'll see you guys Saturday with Sopho Samuel, tomorrow with Sopho Samuel Okuso, and I see ya Sunday about the autism, discussion of autism. So you guys be safe. One love to each and every one of you. Those who send me stars, thank you so very much. I appreciate your support. And you guys take care. Okay, stay blessed. Bye bye. Take care. Oh, wait. Those who share the program, who love the program, who like the program, um, thank you all for your support. And if you came on and I was not able to acknowledge you, my apologies. It's not intentional. Dr. Joe Kinsley, thank you. Brother Quay, Asaki, thank you. Boss Lady, boss, hey, I see that you did, oh, you did. Uh, boss, thank you so very much. I appreciate your support. Sharing the program, most times I know you just stay back because you just enjoy listening. You do program, you talk a lot, asking questions, so you just need to be pampered, whereas you just relaxing and listening. I love you guys so very much. I got nothing but love for all of you. You guys don't know the love that I have for myself, and I'm transferring to friends, family, and my boo and my kids. It's like abundant. Love is free. Loving someone, loving yourself, loving someone is free. Happiness is free. Things that are free, I'm not gonna stress myself with it. I'm just gonna latch on to it. So if I did not acknowledge your name, please forgive me. I don't love you any less. I care and love you. I love you all. Okay, so take care of yourself. Do self care when it comes to self. Um, everything. Be selfish, right? When you transfer, you be selfless. So take care. All right. Bye. Mwah. See y'all tomorrow. Tune in. Bye.